Confrontation by S.T. Sawyer. In the distance, a bell chimes the witching hour. A car alarm echoes throughout the night. The vacant streets and empty buildings. The cold, bitter breeze in October. On the 13th day of the devil's month. Yes, this is what I remember. I approached the town by motive feet, for my car broke down on a distant street. I heard the chime of the great church clock and the echoing car alarm down the block. The swirling, flying, colored leaves passed before me from autumn's breeze. Yet this did not seem to settle, for in the distance I heard a kettle. As the town grew more silent, the church bells ceased. The winds became more violent. The car alarm had now decreased. There was a howling in the air, and the kettle sound was hard to bear. I shook it off and went my way, for these tricks I'd known my mind to play. A cemetery I soon would pass. While holding my breath, I'd walk by fast. I felt the death in graveyard linger, and from the corner of my eye there was a finger. And so I turned to my surprise and saw a demon's burning eyes. His teeth were jutted, his fangs exposed, his robe was blooded, his snout was a nose. The thought to tremble was clearly present, but I'd not assembled this freakish event. And so I stood my mottled ground, looked through his hood to a face profound. And when he saw I would not flight, his nod was of awe, his demeanor was spite. He slowly looked to me and said, "Why don't you flee before you end up dead? Aren't you a little scared?" My reply was one he had not fared. I said, "I'm broken and never whole, and if it be your wish, just take my soul. And if it's fear from me you want, you ought find another man to taunt. For I have lived a life of pain, and so your terror shall not reign. But if you decide to talk with me, I'll share my pain and set you free."